What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Braven Men podcast. This is Buck Grant, and I have something to say. My mind has been wrapped around the idea of adaptation or adaptability. We often look at adaptation as being a positive thing. We go through training in order to adapt to the stressors that are happening to our body in order for us to become stronger. And we always looked at these mantras like adapt or perish as a means of looking at that process in a positive light. And adaptation can be a positive thing. But I'm here to give you a different opinion, a different viewpoint on adaptation. Adaptation is the body's way to conserve energy. It is the path of least resistance. It draws from its external environment in order to notice patterns and then to take whatever patterns that you've adopted and make them easier for you. Take the process of sitting in a chair. Sitting in a chair is quite an easy thing to do, but it's not what our bodies were biologically designed to do. However, if you sit in a chair 8 hours a day for 30 or 40 years, your body will make adaptations. It'll shorten up your hip flexors because your legs are at 90 degrees. It'll cause certain adaptations to your hips, your pelvis, your spine, in order to make sitting easier. Now that is an adaptation, but it isn't a positive one. If you take it on a sociological or a psychological level, if you take someone and put them in a rough environment, adapt and perish may help you survive, but it may not help you thrive. Put young, at-risk teenagers in a neighborhood that is poor, where there are no opportunities. And what will eventually happen is if you're purely adapting or reacting off of your environment, you're going to do whatever it takes in order to fit into the environment, particularly if you don't see a way to get out of the environment. I'm here to illustrate that because adaptation is not the way for evolution. Adaptation is simply going along with the flow. It's water seeping through whatever crack becomes present instead of carving a path for yourself. We often look at this model of adaptability and we think of it as being something that we should strive for. We always need to be mindful of what environments that we are adapting ourselves to. Our environment shapes who we are, both externally and internally. If I have internal chatter that is negative, then I will adapt and respond to that chatter and become a negative person. I will become a person who does not have a whole lot of self-worth or self-respect. If I put myself in environments where people are rich-minded, physically, mentally, and emotionally, they are looking to excel, then I have a chance to adapt to that. But I would even challenge that in a sense because, again, adaptability is just copying the environment you're in. So one of the ways to become better adaptive is just to have better environments. But if you are going to evolve, there is another way of being that'll serve you. And that way is becoming anti-fragile. So anti-fragility was described in the book, and I'll put comments in the bottom with that, what the book is. But essentially, if you look at the spectrum of something being fragile and then something being anti-fragile or something being robust, we have something that's fragile that breaks easily. You have something that's robust that will withstand the pressure that has occurred to it. And it might even change to become stronger, become more calloused to withstand whatever environment that is being presented to it, because again, the body wants to be efficient. And then you have what is known as anti-fragility. And anti-fragility would be the example of taking a crystal glass and throwing it on the ground And then after it shatters, it not only repairs itself, but it becomes stronger. So that the next time you throw it down, it doesn't break. Anti-fragility is taking the pressures of the world and making yourself better. It is not merely adapting to the stressor so that you can fit into an environment. It is rising above the environment. And if there's something that we need in the world right now, is we need more anti-fragile people. We need people who are willing to rise above their environment, to rise above adapting to what is around them and start creating what is new. To take the information that we're getting from our environments and to grow, to become a little bit more creative, to find new ways of doing things rather than just repeating the old ways simply so that we can survive. Anti-fragility is the way. It is evolution. It is not merely adaptation. It is thriving in any environment and welcoming any type of challenge, knowing that when a challenge presents itself, you are capable of not only sustaining yourself through it, but becoming stronger as a result of that stimulus. Above everything, we need to be able to evolve. And in times like this, it can be very, very challenging. But I have great faith in humanity that we are capable, we are competent, we are ready to evolve, we are ready to grow beyond our environments, beyond what is happening to us, and look at this as something that is happening for us. I know that's not easy. No one was promised an easy life. I'm looking to surround myself around people who will take that idea out of their vocabulary that we were promised something easy in this world. We were not. But what we do have is within each and every one of us the ability to take the world as it is and grow beyond it. That is my mission. I hope that it is your mission as well. This is Buck Grant, always reminding you to be brave, to be bold, and to always choose courage.